Okay, so here's a hundreds chart. Now I sent home a little chart with all of you guys that goes all the way up to 120. So you can practice this with somebody at your house. But a couple of things you want to try. First, just have somebody point to a number and you read the number to them. So if I pointed to this number right here, look at the tens place and the ones place. So what number is that? Yep, 68. Good. And then think to yourself, what would one more than 68 be? Yep, 69. And then what would come right before 68 or one less than 68? 67. Good. And then what is 10 more than 68? 78. Sure. And then what's 10 less than 68? 58. Good. And now just randomly pick some numbers and see if you can read them. 71. Good. 27. Good. 13. Good. Yeah, you can just shout it out. I'm not having to make you raise your hand. You can blurt all you want. Okay, what about this one? 38. Sure. 100. What's one more than 100? Yep, 101. What is one less than 100? Yep, 99. Okay, can you use this hundreds chart and count by tens to 100 and then backwards again? Sure. All right, start with 10. Good, and now let's go backwards. Awesome. Okay, now what if we wanted to count by fives? So remember, we're going to go from the middle and the end when we're looking at the hundreds chart. You don't have to look at the hundreds chart, but it kind of helps train your brain to know what the numbers look like if you look at the hundreds chart while you do it. Okay, ready? $55. 100. Beautiful. What if you wanted to keep going? You would just say 105, 110, 115. You would just keep on going the same way. You would just have a 1 in the hundreds place. Excellent. Okay, now the other thing we practice is that when I listen to everybody count to 100, which everybody out there should be able to do, you don't have to look at the numbers, just count to 100, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and go all the way to 100. Remember I told you when I was listening to everybody count to 100, a few people would stumble right around the 9s. So that's where you want to practice. So have somebody tell you a number, over in here somewhere and start from there. So if you started at 38 and just start counting by ones, 38, oh sorry, I'm pointing at 36, oops, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. Good, stop. You know how we do in the mornings? Yeah, so practice going around the edges, going around the ends. So you're going from one group of tens to the next group of tens to make sure your brain knows how to do that. And then, of course, most of you guys can keep on going after 100, right? So you're just going to start all over. Just say the word 100 right in front. Remember, we're going to keep all those ands out of these numbers. We don't want any ands in there because we're going to save and for later on when you learn about decimals. Okay, so that's something you can do with your hundreds chart. Just practice randomly reading those numbers and thinking about what comes after and what comes before. And you guys will be super experts when you go to first grade next year. Okay, Good work. Talk to you soon.